How's it going, everyone? Unfortunately, in this video, I have to take a look at the monthly PlayStation Plus negative update in the sense that we now know the games that will be leaving the service in August of next month. So these are the latest titles that will be leaving. This is the case with any subscription service. Games get added to the service and then ultimately games also leave the service, and some relatively notable titles leaving the service in the month of August. However, only 5 games this time, but I would say each of the games are relatively notable. So we'll go over that and a couple of other updates on games. Hunt Showdown is going to be released on PlayStation 5, and it looks like it might be getting a new name as the ESRB has rated a new Hunt Showdown title. I believe it's just the re-release for PlayStation 5. We'll talk about that. And Sonic X Shadows Generations Generation of Stages trailer has dropped. This is one of my more anticipated games for the rest of the year. Yes, it's just a upgraded release, but if you actually look into it, this is a sizable upgrade to say the least. We'll talk that at the end of this video. But right off the top, again, PlayStation Plus unfortunately will be leaving, some games will be leaving the service in the month of August. Thankfully, in July, we had what I would deem to be a pretty good monthly catalog update. Hopefully, they'll repeat in August because Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobed, NBA 2K24, Need for Speed Unbound, Spellforce 3 Reforced, and Trials of Mana will all be leaving the service. Now, as your residential JRPG head, Trials of Mana is the most notable game to me that is leaving the service. However, Need for Speed Unbound leaving the service is a little bit of a bummer. NFS Unbound came out back in December of 2022, the same day as the Callisto Protocol, as well as another game, Marvel's Midnight Suns. Funnily enough, all 3 of those games kind of bombed. I mean, Need for Speed Unbound, it's kind of uncertain how big of a flop that game was, if it was a flop at all, but I just feel like that game didn't do all that well. Marvel's Midnight Suns and Callisto Protocol, obviously, those games were both disasters. Those games commercially versus the expectations did terribly, so, you know, take that for what you will. Just an interesting piece of historical anecdote there. Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobed is another notable title leaving the service, and NBA 2K24, as much as I might meme on it, you know, it is a major game leaving the service. Like, I can say what I want about sports games, but I know that NBA 2K sells an obscene amount of copies every year. And whenever I go on my friends list on PlayStation, NBA 2K is one of those franchises that it's always like a little bit surprising to me. At this point, it's kind of normalized, but I'm just like, wow, a lot of people playing NBA 2K. Okay, then. I feel like I see NBA 2K more than I see Madden on my friends list, more than I see you know, FIFA, although I do see quite a lot of FIFA as well, so take that for what you will. Maybe that'll give you guys a little bit of information on who I associate with based on what sports games they play. But nevertheless, you know, 5 notable titles leaving the service. But thankfully, it's not like the 15 games that are leaving the service that we've had in recent months. You know, 5 games is whatever. Although, Square Enix has been a big forefront in adding a lot of quality titles to Plus, and obviously they are added with a timed window in mind, but a lot of their games have been getting pulled. A lot of the legacy Final Fantasy games got pulled. Trials of Mana is getting pulled now, and that's all coming off the heels of also Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion getting added to the service. So, there's potential that those legacy Final Fantasy games could get re-added to the service. We'll see, but when those games all got gutted, that actually lessened the value of PlayStation Plus Extra quite a bit. Like, when you're talking all of the historical Final Fantasy titles getting pulled, or, you know, the legacy Final Fantasy titles, that's a huge blow to the service. This here, a blow to the service, but as long as they have a quality update in August like they did in July, not a big deal whatsoever. And again, this is the reality with the subscription service. No game is usually going to be there in perpetuity unless it's a first-party game, outside of the fact of Sony wanting to re-release those games like they did with Spider-Man Remastered. But there you go with that. All right, moving on from that, Hunt Showdown 1896 has been rated by the ESRB. Now, I don't think a sequel to Hunt Showdown is coming out. The ESRB rating notes this is a first-person monster hunter game set in a fantastical version of the Victorian era. Players use bladed bats, clubs, brass knuckles, and pistols to kill zombie-like creatures and human rivals. Combat is highlighted by impact sounds, gunfire, and blood splatter effects. Some weapons allow players to cave in zombies' heads or cut off their limbs. One type of zombie explodes into blood and viscera when killed. Another type is depicted wearing human skin as a cape. So yes, very much sounds like Hunt Showdown. And this is seemingly not a sequel. There was an interview back in 2023 where they stated as much that Hunt 2 wasn't in the works. But given that Hunt Showdown is going to be released on next-gen platforms with a native release, and it's getting a major upgrade with its engine, it makes sense to kind of rebrand the game and let you know that it is a new start, a new era for the game, but I think the game is going to be supported for quite a while. Lastly, Sonic X Shadows Generations has gotten a brand new trailer, the Generations of Stages trailer, and it showcases some of the new elements to the game as well. Obviously, Shadow having a big focus in the game as well. You know, the name is in fact Sonic X Shadow Generations. Shadow the Hedgehog is back with classic and modern Sonic and Sonic X Shadow Generations, an all-new collection featuring 2 unique experiences. Play as Shadow in a brand new story campaign featuring never-before-seen abilities that prove why he's known as the ultimate life form. Speed through iconic stages from Shadow's history, discover hidden secrets in an expansive world hub, and unlock new powers to take on Black Doom and save the world. Sonic X Shadows Generation also includes a complete remaster of the highly acclaimed Sonic Generations, a time-traveling adventure featuring a greatest hits collection of 3D and 2D Sonic stages, now with upgraded visuals and new bonus content. In the standalone campaign, which is new, Shadow's nemesis Black Doom has re-emerged and threatens to take over the world once again. Shadow must journey into his past, confront his painful memories, and unlock new dark powers to save the world. Harness Shadow's new Doom powers to battle hordes of enemies and tackle platforming challenges like never before. Surf on water, fly over obstacles, and stop time with the return of Chaos Control. A journey through time and dimensions, relive signature levels from Shadow's previous adventures, and accelerate through mind-bending stages in both 3D and 2D, warped by Black Doom's influence as Shadow works to piece together the timeline and thwart his evil plans. Explore the new White Space, an epic time-traveling Sonic adventure, and the best of both worlds remastered as well. And on top of all of that, more collectibles, bonus content, and more. The game is going to be priced at $49.99, which, given that you're getting Sonic Generations, which, yes, does go on sale, is the original still listed on Steam? Yes, the original is still listed on Steam, and you can get that for $19.99. It used to go on sale. I don't believe Sega puts it on sale anymore on Steam, so they want people to spend $50 on this new version. So it's settled at $19.99, but it would go on sale in the past for like $5, so keep that in mind. I'm excited for it. I'm also a huge Sonic fan, so, you know, it's gonna be something right up my alley. There's that nostalgia element there that does make me a little biased, so if you want to wait on a sale for it, typically Sega games do go on sale fairly quickly. You look at that date when it's coming out, October 25th, Black Friday right around the corner, could easily see it be down to $30, and at $30, that's a super spicy price point. But given that you're getting the Shadow campaign, which who knows how lengthy it's going to be, and you're getting the original Sonic Generations remaster, that's a pretty good bundle to say the least. But that is going to do it for me. Again, a bit of an update on Plus Extra with some notable titles leaving the service. Hunt Showdown may be getting rebranded, and Sonic X Shadow Generations gets a brand new trailer. Super excited for that one. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.